Welcome to the YouTube channel, The Right Place, your cozy corner for creativity, design, and a sprinkle of magic in everyday living. Today, we're diving into a delightful journey, DIY summer garden magic with rustic branch decor and upcycled materials for small gardens. Whether your outdoor space is a tiny balcony or a compact backyard, we'll uncover ideas that transform it into a charming retreat. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss our inspired creations. This episode is all about merging nature's rustic beauty with sustainable, budget-friendly design. By using fallen branches, reclaimed wood, and upcycled treasures, you can create decor that feels like it's always belonged in your space. You'll learn how these elements not only bring texture and warmth, but also tell a story of resourcefulness and love for the environment. Over the next few sections, I'll walk you through 10 creative garden transformations, each one tailored to fit small spaces without sacrificing charm or personality. These projects are simple, low-cost, and perfect for anyone who loves the idea of crafting something unique by hand. Grab a cool drink, settle in, and let's bring that summer garden magic to life. One, branch trellises for climbing plants. One of the most enchanting ways to use rustic branches in your garden is by creating a natural trellis. Gather fallen branches of varying thickness, arrange them in a crisscross or teepee style, and secure with twine or garden wire. This trellis gives climbing plants like sweet peas, beans, or morning glories a whimsical structure to grow upon, while blending seamlessly into the natural surroundings. Unlike store-bought trellises, a handmade branch trellis has a soft, organic look that never feels out of place, especially in a small garden. Its irregular shapes add charm, and it's an eco-friendly way to recycle nature's leftovers. You can position it in a planter, against a fence, or even as a divider in your garden layout to create depth and intrigue. 'Building a branch trellis doesn't require fancy tools, just patience, creativity, and a willingness to work with the unique bends and twists of each branch. Over time, as plants climb and weave through, your trellis transforms into a living sculpture, adding height and lushness without taking up too much ground space. Two, upcycled planters from everyday items. Small gardens thrive when every container counts, and that's where upcycled planters come in. Think old watering cans, chipped teapots, wooden crates, or even worn-out boots. With a bit of drilling for drainage and a splash of creativity, these forgotten items become stunning focal points for herbs, flowers, or trailing vines in your summer garden. The charm of upcycled planters lies in their imperfections. A rusted bucket with a cluster of bright marigolds tells a richer story than a plain plastic pot ever could. They add character and personality, and when combined with rustic branches perhaps as handles, stands, or accents, you create a unified, earthy aesthetic. The best part, these planters save money and reduce waste, making them both budget-friendly and environmentally conscious. In a small garden, every element needs to earn its place, and upcycled planters bring both function and artistic flair to your space, proving that beauty can indeed bloom from the unexpected. Three, rustic garden pathways. A charming garden path can completely transform a small outdoor space, guiding visitors through and creating a sense of adventure. Using slender rustic branches as edging, you can outline a path of gravel, mulch, or stepping stones. This simple DIY adds definition without feeling overly formal, perfect for maintaining that laid-back summer vibe. The natural curves and textures of branches create a visually pleasing boundary that pairs beautifully with upcycled materials like old bricks, broken tiles, or reclaimed wood slices for the walkway itself. Each step becomes an experience, as visitors are subtly encouraged to slow down and take in the garden's details. Even in a small garden, a defined pathway can make the space feel larger by creating distinct zones. A branch-edged path is inexpensive, easy to build, and endlessly customizable, giving your summer garden that extra touch of magic without crowding it with bulky features. 4. Hanging branch displays. Vertical space is precious in a small garden, and hanging branch displays are a creative way to use it. Find a sturdy branch, clean it, and suspend it horizontally with strong twine or chain. From there, hang lightweight pots, lanterns, or decorative elements to create a floating garden feature that's as functional as it is beautiful. This type of decor works wonderfully for balconies or patios where floor space is limited. You can upcycle old mason jars, tin cans, or fabric pouches as hanging planters, mixing herbs with trailing flowers for a lush, cascading effect. The rustic branch acts as both a natural beam and a conversation starter. Hanging displays also let you experiment seasonally. In summer, fill them with bright blooms and fragrant herbs. In autumn, swap in dried flowers or small lanterns. This flexibility keeps your small garden feeling fresh, while the branch structure remains a constant, grounding element. 5. Mini rustic furniture. If you've ever dreamed of sipping iced tea in a cozy garden nook, mini rustic furniture might be your next DIY project. Using thicker branches and reclaimed wood, you can build compact benches, stools, or side tables that perfectly fit small spaces. The irregular shapes of natural wood bring warmth and authenticity to your summer retreat. Because you're working with upcycled materials, each piece will be one of a kind. An old wooden pallet paired with branch legs can become a charming coffee table, while a few sturdy logs can be transformed into rustic stools. These pieces not only serve a purpose, but also act as statement features in your outdoor design. Small-scale furniture ensures you don't overcrowd the garden, maintaining an open, airy feel. When combined with potted plants, branch trellises, and other natural elements, it helps create a harmonious space where every detail contributes to that magical summer atmosphere. 6. Lighting with upcycled charm. As the sun sets, the right lighting can turn a small garden into an enchanting nighttime escape. By combining rustic branches with upcycled lanterns, jars, or metal frames, you can craft unique light fixtures that cast soft, magical glows over your summer evenings. String lights can be woven along branch trellises or hung from your branch displays. The beauty of DIY lighting is that you can tailor it to fit your garden's personality. Use old wine bottles with LED candles for a romantic touch, or transform tin cans into patterned lanterns that scatter playful shadows across your plants. The rustic branches tie it all together, making the design feel intentional and cohesive. 'Good lighting doesn't just add atmosphere, it extends the time you can enjoy your garden. On warm summer nights, you'll find yourself lingering outside, savoring the cozy glow and the creative energy you've poured into your little patch of paradise. 7. Vertical rustic shelving. When horizontal space is scarce, vertical shelving becomes your best friend. By using sturdy branches as side supports and reclaimed wooden planks as shelves, you can create a charming, narrow unit to display potted plants, herbs, or decorative finds. This keeps the garden organized and adds layers of visual interest without overwhelming the limited floor area. The beauty of vertical shelving is its adaptability. You can place it against a fence, on a balcony wall, or even freestanding in a corner. The mix of rough, natural branches and weathered wood complements the rustic garden aesthetic, while upcycled pots and planters on each level tell their own unique stories. For an extra touch of magic, weave fairy lights around the branch supports, allowing the shelf to glow softly at night. This transforms it from a purely functional storage feature into a piece of living art, adding charm and atmosphere to your summer garden sanctuary. 8. Branch frames for garden art. Rustic branches can be turned into simple yet captivating frames for garden art. By lashing together 4 branches with twine, you create a natural frame that can hold mirrors, old window panes, or handmade signs. This adds personality to your garden and draws the eye to specific spots, making a small space feel curated and intentional. Mirrors, in particular, can be a secret weapon in a small garden. When framed with branches, they reflect greenery and light, creating the illusion of more space. It's a clever trick that not only looks beautiful, but also enhances the garden's overall ambience. You can also use these frames to display pressed flower art, vintage tools, or seasonal wreaths made from foliage. The versatility means you can refresh the display whenever inspiration strikes, keeping the garden visually engaging all summer long. 9. Garden borders with branch weaving. One of the simplest and most rustic ways to define flower beds or vegetable plots is by weaving slender branches into low borders. This traditional technique, known as wattle fencing, creates a charming, handmade barrier that blends beautifully with natural surroundings while keeping pathways and planting areas neatly separated. Wattle borders are perfect for small gardens because they don't overwhelm the space, they add structure while remaining low and unobtrusive. Using branches from pruning or stormfall keeps costs at zero and turns potential waste into a valuable design element. The best part is how adaptable they are. You can create gentle curves or straight lines to fit your layout, and they're surprisingly sturdy when built properly. Over time, they weather gracefully, enhancing the rustic charm of your summer garden retreat. 10. Outdoor rustic reading nook. Imagine tucking yourself away with a good book in a shaded corner, surrounded by flowers and birdsong. With a few thick branches, an upcycled chair, and some soft cushions, you can create a compact, rustic reading nook that's perfect for quiet summer afternoons. It's a functional escape that doubles as a picturesque focal point in your garden. Position your nook under a branch trellis or next to a vertical plant wall for privacy and greenery. Add a small side table made from reclaimed wood for your iced tea or coffee, and you have the perfect personal retreat without sacrificing valuable planting space. In the evenings, string lights or hang lanterns around your nook to create a cozy glow. Whether it's a spot for reading, journaling, or simply daydreaming, this small sanctuary will become one of your most cherished summer garden features. Closing, your garden, your story. We've explored how rustic branches and upcycled materials can turn even the smallest garden into a magical summer haven. From trellises and planters to cozy nooks and glowing lights, each idea adds charm, function, and personality, proof that creativity matters more than size when it comes to outdoor spaces. Remember, every branch, pot, and reclaimed object carries its own history, and by weaving them together, you create a garden that reflects your unique story. These projects aren't just about decorating, they're about making memories, embracing sustainability, and finding joy in the process of crafting something by hand. If you enjoyed this journey through DIY summer garden magic, make sure to subscribe to The Right Place for more inspiration. Share your creations in the comments, because your garden might just inspire someone else to start their own rustic adventure. Until next time, keep creating beauty wherever you are.